Hello everybody! Dad the Gamer here, bringing you yet another episode of Fallout 76. In today's episode, we'll be visiting the Morgantown airport to continue our training with the responders, and while there, we'll also figure out what the hell happened to them. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell buttons and get notified whenever there's a new upload. Now, let's jump right into the good stuff. Alrighty everyone, and we're back again. Let's just see where we need to go. Okay, walking in the wrong direction. Let's turn around and head in the right one. The airport is quite close. It's not that far away if you take a walk to it. But on the way there, we'll make sure to explore as much as we can. And we'll visit some interesting locations along the way. As usual, whenever we walk into a location, we make sure to loot everything that we want to scrap later on, because we need the parts. Looks like Bob is hungry, so let's feed him and give him something to drink. One more for good measure. Drinking some water, and we've discovered our first location, Mama Dolce's food factory. Mama Dolce is the place where there is an event recurring. Can't remember the details exactly, but you have to defend the food processors, the cannery, from mole rats and ghouls and different types of enemies. And at the end, you get it was a food item which grants an XP boost. Just what was it called? Perfectly cooked stew can, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've played this game, to be honest. I've forgotten most parts of it, so this is why I enjoy making content like this for you guys. I get to learn again. Okay, now we're visiting the Morgantown Railroad station. And we'll have a nifty little side quest here to locate 3 responders' caches. The place is filled with Scorched. So we will have some enemies to deal with, but not a lot. One down. A lot of stuff to loot here in this place. Depending on which way you enter this railroad, it's there are caches on the 2 entrances or 2 sides of the railroad. One of them is here in this tower or guard shack, and we fell down the stairs. Nice one. Here is the first one. The other one is on the other side of the railroad, on the other entrance. And the third one is up on the lookout tower that's right next to that one. It's right next to the railroad. Okay, they respawned. They weren't here when we just walked past this place. This one standing still like Michael Jackson again. That was legendary? Nice. Can you just please stop? that a legendary again? Nice. And we got a rolling pin. You can see how excited I am. I just can't contain myself. It's the best item in the game, if you ask me. I'm just kidding. Every item in this game has its purpose. We're just not using melee items, that's why I'm making fun of the drop we just had. I'm surprised Bob is not panting right now, because that was a lot of stairs to climb. Death from Bob is usually the name when someone launches a nuke. But as I said in the previous episode, we're not dealing with nukes right now. Or not visiting locations where nukes will drop. For example, this nuke will drop in the... on the... I forget the name.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent.
Fissure Slot Prime, I think it was the name. Fissure Site Prime. Basically, it will spawn the Scorched Beast Queen. And prior to adding Earl in the Mononga mine, Scorched Beast Queen was the only world boss event that the players can get together and solve. Am I really missing all of my shots now? Okay, thank you. Chameleon robot left arm. I think that's a good replacement or upgrade to what we're currently having. Not much upgrade in resistances, but the legendary effect is kind of useful if you want to stay sneaky. Basically makes you invisible if you stand still while sneaking. The only thing I don't like is that you have this sort of like an invisibility mesh over your character. And if you try to aim while invisible, you don't really see the scope, which is annoying. But that only happens in first person view, so just go to third person and you're golden. The last cache is right in this container here. Just enter it from behind. And there you go. Easy XP. And level up. How convenient. There are several workbenches here. We saw the chemistry one. This shack has the weapons one. Outside in the yard there is an armor workbench as well here. Let's use this opportunity to scrap everything we don't need and check if we can do any upgrades on our weapon. Now that we did upgrade our weapon, we can go and have a look at the airport itself. Before entering the actual airport and dealing with the Scorched there, we're going to go around it and finish the second part of the responders training. I see some Scorched. I miss some Scorched. Not on my watch. Ooh, that was a good one. Told you all that Bob is an excellent shot. Even with the invisibility mesh over the... what's it called? The reflex sight. was able to hit that Scorched right in the head. Like Bob has anything to do with it. I'm that good. I'm also very humble, as you can see. Which just made me eat my words because I missed. Not for a second time though. Okay, we just got another Berserker's weapon, and this one is kind of good because it's one of those weapons that can easily replace the Fixer for a commando build. Let me just show you what I was talking about earlier. The 39 damage now goes to 42 with perk cards. If we remove all of our armor, the damage will go up to 53. So the less armor you have, the more damage this weapon does. I'm not sure if there are ways that you can reduce resistances more. I haven't really explored that, but these type of weapons can really do some damage if you build properly for them. Much like any other type of damage in this game, which requires a build specifically around those weapons. This is usually one of those places that people farm when there is an event like this one, the Holiday Scorched. And also when there is a challenge in the daily challenges to kill Scorched, people will come here and farm this place because it's a breeding ground for Scorched, basically. Okay, so we got a life-saving armor piece, which basically grants you a second life type of thing. Once you die, you don't really die, but you get knocked down, and you get up with a small amount of health remaining. Over there we can see a player going crazy on the Scorched. Hello, player. Okay. Goodbye, player. That was rude. Just make sure we have the quest active, and we'll go take care of it now. But first there's a workbench here, and we need to do some inventory management. Transition in 3, 2, 1. I really hope that's going to work in editing. Anyway, this is the place where you actually start the advanced responder training. But as always, we first loot everything and then get down to business. Nice cache of ammo here. Even though we're not using any other type of ammo apart from the hunting rifle ammo, .308, you can always sell ammo to other players. Let's see what we need to do in order to get advanced training. And like everything else with the responders, we need to listen to a holotape.
Volunteer Program. Advanced Training. Camping by Miguel Caldera. Robot Programmer Extraordinaire. Part 1.
Wait, what? Did I just stop the tape? Jesus. Here we go again.
Survivors Volunteer Program. Advanced Training. Camping by Miguel Caldera. Robot Programmer Extraordinaire. Part 1. Finding the perfect.
He's not really gonna say anything important, but
Now that
let's
the world
hear
has
what he has to
changed,
say.
It's hard to stay safe. Used to be that camping was safe as houses. Well, until there was a strong wind, right? These days, nothing is really safe. Even in your camp, someone might hurt you. The perfect spot doesn't matter now. It's all about your defenses.
We're walking towards his last known location,
Near people you trust,
or
watch your
his
back,
camp that he
or
had before he
build things that will watch your back for you.
met an
No problem.
unfortunate demise.
Can do it. Remember, camps are mobile. We're all explorers outdoors now, camping in a strange land full of adventure, wonder, and danger. So, camp often and rest a lot. Before the war, I was gonna retire and go camping. Now I can do it every day. Forever. It's a dream come true. Do what you love, right?
Oh no, I can hear them.
Now come to my camp, and I can show you some knots and framing techniques. Then, I'll direct you onto some helpful supplies.
Come on.
Good luck,
Whoa.
volunteer.
Check out the shish kebab on that one. Where are you? You can hide, but you cannot hide. See what I did there? What the fish bones. Ooh, no, that's a nice legendary item. Overeater's metal chest piece. The higher your thirst and hunger bars are, or basically the more fed and less thirsty you are, the more damage you can do. Well, actually, if it's a weapon, it's more damage, but if it's an armor piece, the higher damage reduction you will have.
Miguel, you should have followed your own advice and built turrets and walls and all those things. Why didn't you?
Let's see the difference now. It was 6%. It's still 6%. Never mind. I guess we weren't as hungry and as thirsty as I thought. But if it's 6% per armor piece and you have 2, 4, 5 times 6, 30% armor, 30% damage reduction just from having 5 overeater pieces.
Well, the non-rotten kind.
That's a good damage reduction number. Especially if you're wearing power armor and all the pieces are overeaters and you're playing a tank build, basically become unkillable right at that point. There are some fun builds you can try out in Fallout. We're going to explore some of those once we finish this series. Okay, let's see what Miguel wants us to do. I think I know. I can see the quest marker. We need to go back to the airport. One of the hangars has his holotape, which actually programs the protectron. Never mind. Hey, did the dead guy? Did you just touch me? That was fantastically weird. Okay, there's the computer we need, but I keep hearing those bells. Let's just go take care of those, Scorched. Okay. No more bells. Executioner's Knuckles. It's a good melee weapon. Because Executioner's gives you, I think it was 40% more damage. Or was it once they hit 40% HP, they get executed? It was one of those two. I can't remember which one it was. I think it's the 40% HP and they get executed. It's not even executed. It was... I misspoke. It's 50% more damage to enemies below 40% HP. Let's quickly do some inventory management before we go and see, rather hear what Miguel's tape has on it. Wait, the tape was for the Protectron and we need to find schematics on his Computer. Oh, silly. Do I even read the quest objectives? I don't think so. Okay, let's just get out of here.
Attention citizens.
Another nuke drop?
Nuclear
I
strike
swear.
imminent.
When we want to go to actually
Please exit the
visit
area at your earliest
boss events,
convenience.
nobody is going to drop a
Thank you
nuke.
for your cooperation.
I mean, we will drop a nuke on our own, but it's always easy to join the events and take part in them without actually going through the effort of launching a nuke yourself. It's not difficult to launch a nuke, it's just a long process. Once you do it a couple of times, you get bored. Okay, so we'll give the holotape to this protector now, and he's going to ask us to build stuff now. Pretty much the basics of surviving and in the outdoors and camping. And that takes care of that. Alright, let's do some inventory management now. Be right back. Well, that took longer than I anticipated.
I told you, don't make that chili nearby.
That's not going to make it in the video. Okay, so next part of this responders training. There's actually, what is it called? More advanced responder training. And we're going to go register for that now. The more advanced training is just basically listening to a lot of holotapes and walking around the airport. Fun times. But somebody's gotta do it. I'll most likely just trim a lot of the stuff in the video, but depending on how this goes, it's never been any action during this quest. It's literally just walking around and listening to holotapes. So, in case there's a transition, it's been really boring, and I don't want you to suffer through it.
That wasn't so hard, right?
Oh, shut up. What do you know, Kesha? You're a voice on a tape recorder.
To restock these supply caches, but nowhere near the rate that we need.
I had to walk this airport
So, the goal
back
is
and
that
forth.
we pull in volunteers to do at least
What kind
one
of training is
full
this?
formal advanced training.
Walking simulator?
Your assistance
Let me teach you how to walk. My name is Kesha McDermott.
When you log into the responder database, you'll be able to look up
I'm kidding,
additional
of course.
caches.
This training has its merits. It's actually showing to everybody who wants to be a responder
Will help your
what they need to do on a daily basis. Now, since we completed this training, I think we're officially a responder now. I don't know. It's still volunteer. All that's left now is to go inside the airport and deal with the Scorched there, and we'll learn the truth about what happened to the responders and where did they go after they've been attacked here, or if anybody survived at all. Okay, so we're inside. No. Okay, one more time. Son of a... Okay. Makes sense. Instant kill. What's wrong with this game? Hello. Thank you, goodbye. Okay, so seeing how this was the base of operations for the responders, there's going to be a lot of ammo and weapons lying around. Especially since they were fighting off the Scorched that decided to attack them. What was the other one looking at? I think he dropped a penny or something. I don't know, guys. I think I'm being pretty funny here. At least I'm laughing out loud when the mic is muted. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you like my jokes. While you're at it, I don't know, please give me any ideas you'd like me to create videos on. I want to do a challenge series in Fallout. Something like, I don't know, legendary weapons only, legendary items only. I'm trying to make a point. Stop stabbing me. That was really rude of you, man. Oh, yeah, let me know what you think. Don't lose your head now. Haha. So yeah, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I wanna do some challenge runs in this game. Doesn't have to be from start to finish, but I don't know. Any ideas you have will be helpful. I have some of my own, but I'm still thinking them through. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, so still thinking through the plan. For example, that legendary items only run. It can work and it may not work. I don't think there is any early level stuff you can grab. By the way, this is a way to cheat at this quest. You come to this wall and pick up the keycard from the hole in the wall. Otherwise, you'll have to hack a terminal to get in the upper level. Back at my point. I'm not really sure if there's any low level. I can't remember right now, but I don't think there's any low level stuff you can grab at the beginning of the game in terms of legendary items. Unless you, by chance, run into a legendary enemy right at the beginning of the game, right? That means we'll have to go at least up to the cache from the wayward quests, running around with no armor and only our fists to survive. It's going to have to be a hardcore challenge, so if we die, we delete that character and start from scratch. There's no point in calling it a challenge without that part. The plus side is that Fallout really has ways that you can complete this game using fists only. So I'm not sure it's really worth it, but I'll have a think about if I can add any rules that would actually prevent me to become powerful enough in the game just using fists. Because there are builds in the game using fists only, which have taken down Earl and the Scorched Beast Queen. Might even stream those, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Would you like them to be videos, or would you like me to stream those live? There are options. Yeah. Okay, so this is the door we took the keycard for. And this is the way to the second level. Just a couple of more Scorched here that we need to deal with. Then we'll go into the, I don't know, HQ room of the responders. For the longest time, that legendary Scorched over there, whenever I disposed of him, I never got any legendary drop. Let's see if things have changed now. I intentionally left him alive so I can come here and shoot him in the face. Okay, there is a legendary drop now. It's not something that we can use, but we can always script it. Okay, so behind this door is an overseer's cache. as soon as we play that holotape that she left for us, we'll know what happened to the responders.
It's peaceful here. Quiet.
I mean, from her point of view, I guess, because she was here
The world was just too
quite a long time after they met their misfortune. So let's see what she has to say.
I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like
While she speaks, let's see if we can do any upgrades.
Those scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis.
I think she's talking about those I call Michael Jackson fans.
Like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse. I wondered what could possibly cause all this. And then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything.
So she also had the misfortune of meeting the Scorched Beast Queen,
We need to consider all our options,
but she ran away.
even the nukes. We find the source of this scorched plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. Looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
So, we didn't actually learn what happened to the responders, but we have a better idea on
got a chill in these old bones.
where they went and
Can't seem to shake.
why they were here and what they were doing here. I guess they used Morgantown Airport because of the operations center it has, so they could be in touch with all of the teams from the responders. The good thing is that they were working on an inoculation project, which basically prevents you from becoming scorched, I guess. And that will be our next step. Get inoculated so we won't get, wait for it, scorched. Boom! That was a good joke. Haha. Okay, in all honesty, I think I was too focused on saying that joke, I got lost here. Let's just skip to the part where I'm actually out of this maze. Like so. See what I did there? Okay, so if no Scorched have respawned here, our way should be clear. I mean, that's pretty much obvious what I just said, but never mind. Where we'll find about the inoculation project is in the one of these hangars. That one, I think it's the medical hangar, yeah. And basically, it's an entry in a computer, like anything else from the responders. That would end the quest here, and we'll start a new one where we go and get inoculated. And there it is, the inoculation project announcement. So looks like Dr. Hudson made a breakthrough. And that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. Thank you for joining me on yet another adventure with Bob. Hope you liked it. Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas on what I can do as a hardcore challenge run. And remember, these episodes are weekly, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to never miss an upload. I'll see you next time.